Shalom, shalom. This is Shalom from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rahakwadash. Double honor to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. And once again, I'm on the website, theendoftheamericandream.com. And just reading through this article about the doomsday clock being a few more seconds closer to doom. All right. So I'm just going to read through the article. And of course, you know, prophecy is jumping off the pages of the Bible. So, of course, we're going to get some scriptures and just listen to it because it's 100%. This is 100% right here, true, because it talks about how close we are to destruction, and also the minds of the American people. Now it talks about population and all of that, but I'm not really going to go into all of that. But I just want to read this first part. Right here it says the total population of the United States has risen to 342 million, and most of them believe that they will live to a ripe old age. But as the world teeter on the brink of the unthinkable, scientists have just moved the doomsday clock closer to midnight than ever before. We are being warned to reverse course while we still can, but most of the population is not interested in such warnings. Yeah, these people really have no care of what's going on. All they see is, you know, they think ISIS is going to go away. You know, the people that's rounding up all the Northern Kingdom tribes and putting them in camps or either killing them. That's what I pretty much believe was going on. They either being rounded up, put in these camps, or they're not. I don't believe a whole lot of them are being actually transported to South America or wherever. But a lot of them are being held in these camps. And I saw a report. There was a reporter. He went by to I don't know what he was doing. I guess he was trying to record what was going on. But you can hear people outside those camps screaming. You know, so, and then you got protests everywhere. And that's uproars of the people. Okay, which is another prophecy. So you got all of these things going on, but people still think that things are going to go back to normal. Of course, if they really knew what was coming, if they really believed in prophecy and actually believed and stated the truth, a lot of these people would just lose their minds, and all of these protests would turn into riots. You know, because they'll lose faith instantly in their leadership, in their governments. But at the top, not at the top, but towards the middle of this paragraph, it says, actually at the top it says, and most of them believe that they will live to see a ripe old age. Yeah, they don't think they're going to die in this time. They don't think that this country is going to go down. Let's get some scriptures real quick, and I'm going to come back to it. I want to start off with Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And it is surely not lying. The scriptures are speaking loud and clear. And you still have idiots that don't want to believe in prophecy, that don't want to believe in the truth, that still want to make fun of the prophets. All right, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right. When it happens, it's gonna happen quick. And one thing that's gonna really speed everything up is the MOTB, which is gonna be in a form of an implant that's gonna allow you, certain people that take it, you're gonna be allowed to buy and sell, while the rest of the people are, they either gonna be out robbing and killing in order to eat, or you're gonna have those that believe, and the Lord is gonna make a way for them to have abundance of food and drinks and shelter and clothes and everything that they need to endure. All right, until that salvation comes. But yeah, right now everything is speaking loud and clear. As a matter of fact, let's get Psalms 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's the minds of these people, as it was talking about. They said they think that, let's go back to the article. They think that they're gonna live a good, nice old age, and but they say everybody else, they don't believe in their unthinkable. All right, it says, but most of the population is not interested in such warnings. Instead, most of the population just continue to act as if the party is never going to end. And the United States is just one big party. Like, the main export from this place, I think, was entertainment at one time. It probably still is. You got the games, you got the movies and the actors and the music and all of that. Different artists. Yeah, this place really lives off of that. And when there's nothing, when don't nobody want to deal with entertainment no more, it's not gonna. That's when America. That's when that's when people are first gonna start noticing that Babylon is falling. All right. Let me get one more scripture. Not one more, but just something that came to mind. In Ezekiel 7 and I think 14. Yep, Ezekiel 7 and 14, it says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So yeah, these people, they're actually ignoring the blowing of the trumpet, which is done by the prophets. But in a moment, all hell gotta damn near be on the brink of breaking loose, which it is now. But in a moment, you're gonna have a lot of itching ears coming to listen to the prophets. Some are still gonna scoff, and some are actually gonna take heed and listen. Then it starts going into the population and how it was 200 million, and there's 140 extra million. But we're gonna go down because talks about women not getting pregnant like they used to. Then talks about abortions. But it goes into, here it is. This is where it's talking about Russia and China and everything that's going on. It says, how many years I've been warning about war with Russia and war with China. In recent months, we have deeply angered both of them by seizing international oil tankers, grabbing Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, threatening to impose exceedingly high tariffs on both of them, and gathering an unprecedented amount of firepower in the Middle East. Gathering firepower in the Middle East to potentially attack their ally Iran. And Iran has clearly came out and said that they're at war with NATO and the EU. I mean, with NATO and the US. It says if we go to war with Iran, it will do a massive amount of damage to our relationship with both Russia and China. It says this will especially be true if unconventional weapons end up being used in that war. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This war is going to be done. And you're going to still have the Mountain of Troops war. You're going to have Armageddon, where the Lord is going to, judge all the nations and destroy all the armies, as the scriptures say. But this war is mainly going to be fought with missiles. Let's get that in Isaiah real quick. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, for every battle of the war is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's exactly what's going to happen. So yeah, this is not going to be a regular old war. This is the weapons that have been invented since the war, the last two world wars, is like no one's going to win. Like what country can win if everybody got nukes? Now, of course, America got a good supply. They're going to get shot. A lot of places are going to get hit. But everybody's going to stand up against this horror, which is Babylon the Great. And this place is going to be completely annihilated and destroyed from off the face of the earth. It says this will especially be true if, okay, I just read that. It says tensions in the region are sky high at this moment, and both sides are ready to pull the trigger. Yep. I really don't think U.S. is really on that. Trump is on trying to bully everybody and get the economy back straight by robbing and stealing and invading. But people gonna get tired of that shit and say, all right, it's time for y'all to go. Even the American allies. It says a single wrong move could send missiles flying all over the place. And that is why the fact that a mystery explosion that just been reported in Iran is so alarming. Oh man. Yeah, you're not hearing about that on the news. It says a military installation in Iran has been hit by a reported explosion. AIM claims Donald Trump has been considering a strike on the Islamic Republic. The cause of the blast remains unknown. It says once the missiles start flying, there will be no turning back. Yeah, that's a scripture also. Let's go to 2 Esdras. Because the Lord is in control of these missiles. The Lord is in control of these world leaders and these presidents. 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 3, it says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Nobody. Once the Lord put the spirit on these nations and get these missiles shut off, that's it. That is it. There's no turning back. We might as well look up, not for the missiles to fall, but look for our salvation, which is going to be in the form of what people call UFOs. Those are going to be the vehicles that the angels travel in. And that's going to be the salvation. The scriptures describe them as clouds or flying rolls or a wheel inside of a wheel. All right. That's going to be the salvation for those that have faith and believe. All right, the last little bit of this article, it says, if it was up to me, I would have set the doomsday clock even closer to midnight. Damn. Yeah, a lot of people know what's about to happen. They know this is it, man. For decades, we have been warned about this horror of nuclear weapons. And for decades, they have been continuing to make more and more of them. So, you know, I don't know. Well, I do know, but, you know, I don't know what to tell you, you non-believers. But everybody see what's about to happen. It says, I believe that we are living at the time when they will actually be used. Yeah, you're right. We ain't got too many more days, weeks, months, years left on this place in this current world. It says at the moment, the 342 million people that are living in this nation are working hard and trying to enjoy life. But the truth is that the unthinkable is right around the corner and the clock is ticking. Yep. The clock is still ticking. As they move the closer, it's still ticking. It's moving itself closer. All right. Of course, they have to actually move the hands, but as far as prophecy, we are right at that real right at the end, man. We right at the end. It's 11 something. 11 o'clock as far as the doomsday clock. It's right before midnight, and you 11 o'clock Israelites. What are you waiting on? You see what's going on. Go ahead and take heed to the words of the Lord. Go to the highways and byways. Listen to the men that's speaking to you. Mainly the men of Great Millstone. All right. Because these other groups, they'll let you know that you're Israelite. But as far as prophecy, they go off. They don't warn you about the mark of the beast. Tell you exactly what it is. We let you know what it is and that it's on the way. All right. Some of them don't even warn you about nuclear war. Some I don't see people teaching that we're going to be on planes and boats going back to Africa. That's going to be the second Exodus. That's completely off, man. The salvation is going to come by the way of so-called UFOs. That's why the scriptures say, look up your hold on. I'm just going to get it. All right, this is Luke 21:28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So yeah, at that time, we're going to start looking up because we know that our salvation is on the way. Yeah, we are quickly moving into those times. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone. It taught us is true. Shalom to the elect.